see this motorcycle right here? It's a middleweight street fighter, right? Well, not exactly, because this one is a pure electric motorcycle. Yes, the EV revolution in India is taking place at quite a rapid pace, and hence the Indian electric two-wheeler segment is now not just limited to conventional looking boring scooters. So the startup in Coimbatore named Srivaru Motors have recently come up with their latest all-electric motorcycle Prana, and the company has already delivered the first few units to the customers. So today we are in this beautiful city of Coimbatore to see how this bike performs, what all this has to offer, and more importantly, does it manage to impress us enough. But hey, before going ahead, please subscribe to our Express Drive's official YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Also, click that little bell to stay notified. Okay, first things first. Take a look at this motorcycle and I'm pretty sure that you will admit that most of the people will like the design of this motorcycle. I mean, just look at this. The front gets this really hunkered down low stance, and what you get here is an LED DRL. Apart from that, you also get this really powerful quad LED projector headlight system, which by the way offers excellent illumination in the dark. Apart from that, you also get LED turn indicators, and the tail lamp is LED too. Now, as most of you might be wondering, well, this bike draws its heavy design inspiration from a respected liter class street fighter. Can you name it? Please let us know in the comment section below.
Now it's up to you whether you see the SVM Prana as a replica of a Japanese bike, or you see it as something that has its own personality. Well, in either of the cases, the Prana is a handsome looking motorcycle. The road presence is good enough, the overall design looks sharp and quite proportionate, and for this reason, we are quite sure that many people will buy this bike just because of the way it looks, apart from, of course, the EV benefits that it has to offer.
So elaborating a bit more on the design part, well, as you can see, the fuel tank on this motorcycle looks quite muscular, and apart from that, these extensions are very sharp looking, and all these elements give the bike, a sportier appeal, make the bike look quite more aggressive. And what really adds to the sportier appeal of this motorcycle is this split step-up seat setup. As you can see, these are quite well cushioned, and I don't think it should be a problem even if you are, riding for 1 to 1.5 hours. So since the SVM Prana is an all-electric vehicle, what you see right here is not an exact fuel tank of the motorcycle. There is nothing inside here as of now, but the company is offering an optional fast charging provision with this motorcycle. So that fast charger basically connects somewhere here with all the cables and wires placed inside, and the company is claiming 0 to 70% charge in just 45 minutes with that fast charger. Now, while the company is offering an optional fast charger with this motorcycle, at the same time it is not recommending the same, because as per the company, the fast charger will reduce the charging cycles of the battery. So the battery pack on this vehicle is placed here at the same position where the engine of a conventional motorcycle is located, and the company is claiming a total charging time of 4 hours 15 minutes for this battery from 0 to 100%, and this battery can be charged through a regular 15 ampere socket that's available in your homes.
Talking of the instrument cluster, the bike comes with an all digital unit that has readouts for speed, remaining battery charge level, odometer, clock, and there is a trip meter too. Moreover, there is an LED strip at the top that starts to light up towards the right as you increase the speed.
Now, talking of the riding position on this motorcycle, so the handlebar on this bike is quite flat and wide. So as you can see, I'm sitting quite upright on this motorcycle, and both my feet are placed exactly flat on the ground. So the seat height of this vehicle, of this Prana electric bike to be precise, is 780 millimeters, and my height for reference is 5 feet 8 inches. Talking of the foot peg position, as you can see, the foot pegs on this bike are slightly rear set, and these offer you a slightly sportier riding position when you are riding this motorcycle.
Now once you start riding the SVM Prana, chances are that you will feel a bit awkward at first because, well, the bike doesn't have any gear or brake levers down there. Also, you don't have a clutch lever on the left and what you get instead is the rear brake lever, just like an automatic scooter.
So the SVM Prana comes with 4 riding modes. The first of them is the reverse mode, and as the name suggests, engage the bike into this mode and it will let you crawl the bike backwards at a speed of around 5 kilometers an hour. The next mode is the practice mode. This mode restricts the top speed to 45 kilometers an hour with a gradual and not so sharp throttle response. The third mode is the drive mode. This mode gives you the access to the full top speed of 123 kilometers an hour, but the throttle response in this one is a bit lazy. And the most exciting mode of them all is the sports mode. This mode gives you the access to the full top speed of 123 kilometers an hour, and the throttle response in this one is very sharp. The surge and the pull is so much strong that you will actually feel that you are riding a middleweight motorcycle.
Since this is an all-electric bike, you get all the torque right from the word go, and hence the bike rockets ahead from a standstill with just a twist of the throttle. In the sports mode, in which the bike is unleashed to the full, it reaches speeds of 80 to 90 kilometers an hour almost effortlessly, after which it takes a little bit of time to reach the top whack of around 120 kilometers an hour. During our test runs, the bike not only stayed true to its top speed claim, but it also fulfilled the promise of the claimed range. During our trial, the bike covered 76 kilometers in sports mode with 50% of charge left, and hence you can expect a real-time range of well over 100 kilometers on a single full charge. The straight line stability is decent and the bike doesn't deviate from its line even at triple-digit speeds. Now the SVM Prana doesn't feel razor sharp around corners like a true blue street fighter, but it does handles around quite positively. Well, the credit goes to the well-tuned suspension and the decent grip from the tires. Speaking of braking performance, the bike gets a dual disc setup up front along with a single disc unit at the rear. Now while one may assume a fantastic stopping power with the dual disc setup up front, well, this essentially is not the case, and that's a good thing because the bike lacks an anti-lock braking system. What you do get instead is combined braking system, which means just press the rear brake lever and both the front and rear brakes are applied automatically and there are minimum chances of skidding. When you apply the rear brake lever, you get an impressive stopping power and the bike sheds speed in haste whenever you want it to. Now while the SVM Prana overall seemed a promising electric bike, there are some minor niggles, but these appeared when I really started nitpicking. First, we felt that the side stand on the bike should be worked upon a bit, as when you put it down, the bike stands really upright, and there are actually times when you fear that the bike might fall on the opposite side. Another one is when you ride this bike at reasonably higher speeds, especially over broken surfaces, the body panels that are made up of fiber start to make kind of rattling noises. And since there is no engine, there is no sound on the bike, and all you hear is just the whining of the electric motor, that particular sound which I am talking about becomes more evident. Also, with competition offering so many features and tech, we would have loved to see smartphone connectivity with this bike that would have certainly taken its value for money quotient a bit higher.
So an entire day of riding the SVM Prana comes to an end. And now it's time for the conclusion. First, the pricing. The SVM Prana is currently priced in India at 2,25,000 rupees. Now, here comes the interesting part. If you plant 10 saplings, click a picture of them and send it to the company will refund you 25,000 rupees as a part of the SVM Green credit, which will bring down the cost of the motorcycle to 1,99,999. What all you get in this pricing is a gorgeous looking motorcycle that can put even some of the 150 to 200cc bikes to shame. Currently, Srivaru Motors is primarily operating in the southern part of India with a total of 14 dealerships, and it has plans to expand pan-India soon. First, the major cities of north, followed by the tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Now, if you are someone who wants to buy a SVM Prana electric motorcycle but doesn't have a SVM dealership in your city, you don't need to be disappointed, as you can book the bike through any of the below mentioned numbers, and this company will deliver the bike at your place no matter which city you reside in. So keeping a few niggles aside, the SVM Prana is a great option at its pricing, and it did impress us with its performance and mannerisms. And if you are comfortable spending the money that it asks for, we don't see any reason why you shouldn't be placing your bets on this motorcycle. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.